Right, so Jewish coaching for marriage, tool number 6, if I'm correct. I hope this time. So, you know, after everything is said and done, uh, what's really the most important that we need to work on in order to have a smooth marriage and for things to work well, and that there is no fights, at least not big fights. And what's the secret? What's the one main ingredient that we all need to have a beautiful, loving marriage? That one main ingredient is really communication. Being open to communication. Okay? I'll repeat one more time. To be open for communication. What's happening is that we are we are most of our life on a self-defense mode, especially with the society we live on. Women even more than men, um, and men who feel insecure create also offense. So we are all constantly, because our society, because of the way we think we have to be, because the way we educate our social, we play a game. We make we appear ourselves to be a certain thing, or we only say things that are meant to be said to please the other. And the truth, this is a big mistake. And it's we have to go out our shells and be open ourselves, not being afraid to say what we think, not to be afraid to say what we want, not to be afraid to say what we desire. So, and this works on all levels. And so what you have to do is basically you have to sit with the one you love, and you have to say, let's speak. Let's take 5 minutes. There's one of the coaching tools that I learned is called the daily temperature. You take a daily temperature, because the best is to do it every day, and you check how you feel with the other, the temperature of your love and temperature of your anger, all that. So what we have to do, you sit down and say, I need to share with you what I feel, because it's, first of all, we need to empty out. Some people hold you empty out to someone else. You could empty out to your therapist, all that. But the best, I think, is to share with the other, because when you share with the other, you're giving gift of I trust you. I want you to be here for me. I want you. Sometimes men are not comfortable doing that because they feel weird to share. Think, oh, I'm a needy person. I need you. I need to share with you. You're not my therapist or whatever. It's wrong. Women love when men share with them what they feel, what they think about, because that's, in the language of a woman, it means love. Whatever you share as a man to a woman, that means I love you. I'm sharing with you. I'm trusting you. You're my confidant. With you, I share everything. So we have to really try to communicate as much as possible, and sometimes it takes years to be open, because it goes from the simple stuff of everyday life, what we're upset about or what we like to do, to in the bedroom. So we have to work our way little by little. So what you do first is you sit down and you say, okay, what are you upset about? Just tell me. And whatever someone tells you something, you say thank you for sharing. But you don't try to argue. It's just for sharing. You're not trying to fight or anything. I'm upset that you do that you did this. I felt hurt when you did that. And you just share all the things, and the other person just say thank you for sharing, thank you for sharing, thank you for sharing. Even if you disagree with what the other one says, it's fine. Just listen. We need to be listened. We need to be heard. We need to have someone to trust. So share. I'm upset at this. I'm afraid of that. And so communicate with the other what you're feeling. At the end of the day, we should all empty out to our partner and say how we feel. And then you can go a bit deeper about the other. I feel you don't tell me enough I love you. I feel you don't look enough at me. I feel you don't give me enough hugs. And then you go deeper. I I would love if you give me more compliments. I would love when you tell me what you like to do in the bedroom. I would like to love when you tell me what you don't like, what you like. And we go deeper and deeper, and it's really the secret. The more we can be open with each other, the more we become free of expressing ourselves. Freedom of expression, right? Free speech, freedom of speech. That has to start in our marriage. It's not just for the TV and the news, for the politics. No, freedom of speech has to start in your marriage. Learn to communicate, and if you do that, you'll be so relieved, and you'll know what the other wants, and you know what the other doesn't like, and there'll be no surprises, there'll be no misconception, there'll be no confusion about what the other wants. So work on communicating. This is the main thing, because if there's a flow of communication, it'll be transparent, and you'll know what to do to love the other. You know what the other ones love. Tell the other what you love. Tell the other one what you don't love. We need that. We're not all magicians, especially men. I'm very bad at figuring out usually what men want or not. And women have a lot of emotions they need to share. Men has to learn to listen, and we have to learn to listen to each other. That's one of the big things in communication. Learn to listen, learn to appreciate someone sharing with you, and don't try necessarily, especially if you're a man, don't try to fix whatever your spouse is telling you. She just wants to share sometimes. So this is the tool number 6. Communicate, share with the other, and always speak about you. I feel like this. It's called the I statement. I feel like this. It's not like you do this and you do that and you do. No. I feel like this. I feel like that when you do that. I feel like this when you did this. So focus on what you feel, and let the other understand how you feel about the things. And with God willing, you will be able to have the best marriage ever, because if you live a life of communication like that, back and forth, transparent communication, you really be able to feel more connected, feel the other, be in the shoe of the other, understand the other, and therefore love the other more. And the more you share, the more you love each other. That's how it is. Sharing is loving. So this is the tool number 6, and I hope you all practice it. The goal, like I said, the best is to do every day. But if you don't do it every day, try to do at least every 3 days or once a week. Less than once a week. It's not going to help so much. But it always helps. You can say, I need to empty my bucket, empty my jug, and I need to do spring cleaning, and tell you everything out of my heart. Even if it's once a month. Just speak for an hour everything you feel about each other. In a nice way, in a respectful way, in a way that you care about the love, that it's safe. And God willing, you'll have the best marriage ever.